Young and the Restless spoilers. November 10th, Victor gives Kane a taste of his own medicine. The upcoming episode of The Young and the Restless promises to deliver the kind of drama that fans have been craving. Victor Newman is once again proving that no one can outsmart him for long, and this time, his target is Kane Ashby. What's about to happen in Genoa City will show that when you play games with Victor, you'd better be prepared to lose, and Kane is about to learn that lesson the hard way. Kane has always been a complex character. He's made his fair share of mistakes, but his latest actions have pushed things too far, especially when it comes to business and trust. In recent weeks, Kane has been walking a fine line between ambition and deception, and it seems like Victor has finally caught on. The spoilers for November 10th reveal that Victor is ready to give Kane a taste of his own medicine, a move that could completely change the direction of both their lives. For a while, Kane thought he could get away with manipulating situations to his advantage. He's always been confident, even cocky, believing he could stay one step ahead of everyone. But Victor Newman isn't everyone. The patriarch of the Newman family has built his empire by knowing exactly when and how to strike, and once he sets his sights on someone, there's no escaping his wrath. The tension between Kane and Victor has been building quietly for weeks. Kane has been making decisions that put him at odds with Victor's interests, and while Victor initially appeared to ignore it, fans knew it was only a matter of time before he took action. Now that time has come. Spoilers suggest that Victor has orchestrated a plan that will expose Kane's underhanded tactics and leave him with no place to hide. It starts with Victor gathering information, something he's always done best. He's been quietly observing Kane's moves, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. When Victor moves, it's never random. Every action is calculated, every word deliberate. Kane's arrogance blinds him to the fact that Victor has already seen through him. What's about to happen is a classic Newman power play, smooth, ruthless, and completely in control. Rumor has it that Victor has found out about Kane's recent dealings that cross into Newman territory. Perhaps it's a business move Kane made behind Victor's back or a betrayal of trust in one of the corporate alliances. Whatever it is, Victor doesn't take betrayal lightly. Instead of confronting Kane directly, Victor chooses to teach him a lesson in his signature style by turning Kane's own tactics against him. Fans will see Victor manipulating the situation so that Kane feels the full weight of his own scheming. The beauty of Victor's revenge is that it's never loud or impulsive. He prefers to let his enemies trap themselves. Kane, who's been trying to climb higher in the business world, may soon find himself stripped of his power, reputation, and confidence. This isn't the first time someone has tried to outmaneuver Victor Newman, but it rarely ends well for those who do. Over the decades, viewers have watched him outsmart rivals, expose liars, and even turn former enemies into allies, but only after making sure they paid for crossing him. With Kane, the situation feels personal. Victor may see in Kane a reflection of the same ambition that has both built and destroyed so many in Genoa City. The November 10th spoilers hint that Victor's plan will unfold in stages. The first stage will likely involve exposing Kane's hidden schemes. Perhaps Victor will reveal a deal Kane made under false pretenses, or he might uncover documents that prove Kane's deceit. Once that truth comes out, the next step will be for Victor to take away everything Kane values: power, influence, and the trust of those around him. It's a pattern that longtime Y&R fans know well. Victor doesn't just seek revenge. He makes sure it's poetic. He gives his opponents exactly what they've given others, a taste of their own medicine. Kane, who has often used manipulation to gain leverage, will find himself manipulated in return. The tables will turn so completely that he may not even realize how deep he's fallen until it's too late. Viewers can also expect to see some emotional fallout from this storyline. Kane has tried to reinvent himself multiple times, often claiming that he's changed or that he's learned from his past mistakes. But this situation might be the one that forces him to truly face who he is. Victor's confrontation won't just hurt Kane's career, it will strike at his pride, his relationships, and his very sense of identity. As for Victor, this move reinforces why he remains the undisputed powerhouse of Genoa City. Even when others think he's slowing down or losing control, he reminds everyone that he's still the master strategist. This storyline showcases that Victor's strength doesn't just come from wealth or influence, it comes from his understanding of people. He knows exactly how to push his rivals' buttons and make them fold under pressure. What makes this particular confrontation exciting is the dynamic between the two men. Cain isn't a typical Newman opponent. He's clever, ambitious, and unpredictable, which makes him a worthy challenge, at least in his own mind. But Victor's decades of experience make him a different kind of opponent entirely. He doesn't need to outsmart Cain in every move. He just needs to wait until Cain's ambition becomes his own undoing. The spoilers also suggest that other characters might get caught in the crossfire. Whenever Victor goes after someone, collateral damage is almost inevitable. People close to Cain could suffer the consequences of his actions, whether through lost trust, broken alliances, or emotional betrayals. This could easily set off a chain reaction throughout Genoa City, affecting business and personal relationships alike. Fans are already speculating about how far Victor will go this time. Some think he'll simply expose Cain's misdeeds and leave him humiliated. Others believe Victor will take it further, maybe even forcing Cain out of town or cutting him off from the corporate world entirely. Given Victor's history, both outcomes are possible. There's also talk that this could lead to a surprising alliance. Victor's methods may be ruthless, but they often end up teaching valuable lessons. If Cain takes responsibility for his mistakes and shows genuine remorse, there's a chance Victor could decide to mentor him rather than destroy him. It wouldn't be the first time Victor turned a rival into a protege, as long as they learned to play by his rules. Still, that outcome seems unlikely right now. The November 10th spoilers paint a picture of a man determined to strike back, not forgive. For Victor, giving Cain a taste of his own medicine isn't about reconciliation. It's about reminding everyone that no one can cross him and walk away unscathed. Meanwhile, Cain's downfall could have ripple effects across multiple storylines. His personal life has already been on shaky ground, and this new scandal could drive even more wedges between him and those he cares about. Whether it's family, friends, or business partners, the people around Cain will start questioning whether they can trust him at all. The show has always excelled at blending personal and professional drama, and this arc is no exception. Victor's move against Cain won't just be a business maneuver, it will expose the human side of power, the pride, the fear, and the desperation that come when someone realizes they've pushed too far. Cain's reaction will be critical in the coming episodes. Will he fight back, or will he finally admit defeat? Fans know that Cain doesn't give up easily. He's resourceful and has bounced back from humiliation before. But facing Victor is a different kind of battle. You can't outthink someone who's already predicted your next 10 moves. It's possible that Cain will try to outmaneuver Victor one last time. Maybe he'll attempt to turn others against Victor, framing himself as the victim. If that happens, it could ignite another round of corporate and personal warfare. But no matter what Cain does, Victor's influence runs deep enough that few will dare to side against him. Some fans are hoping this storyline will also lead to a reckoning for Cain's character. Over the years, his reputation has swung between sympathetic and villainous. This confrontation with Victor could be the catalyst that finally defines who Cain really is. Will he continue down a path of deceit, or will he finally learn from his mistakes? Meanwhile, Victor's role in all this reminds viewers why he remains the heart of the young and the restless. Every time someone underestimates him, he proves that he's still the king of Genoa City. His methods may be controversial, but they're always effective. By turning Cain's own schemes against him, Victor not only secures his power but also teaches a harsh lesson about loyalty and integrity. Spoilers indicate that the November 10th episode will end with a dramatic showdown between the two men. Expect tense dialogue, power plays, and a moment that could redefine their relationship going forward. For Victor, it's just another day asserting his dominance. For Cain, it could be the moment everything falls apart. In the aftermath, the rest of Genoa City will likely be buzzing. Everyone from the Newmans to the Abbotts will have an opinion on Victor's latest move. Some will admire his ruthlessness, while others will see it as yet another example of him going too far. Either way, it will remind everyone that Victor is still the force to be reckoned with. Cain's future, however, looks uncertain. Depending on how he reacts, this could be his lowest point or the beginning of a redemption arc. But one thing is clear, he underestimated Victor Newman, and that mistake will cost him dearly. As fans await the full fallout, one question lingers. Will Kane try to fight back, or will this be the blow that finally humbles him? The November 10th episode will give viewers a glimpse of what's to come, a battle of wits, pride, and power that could reshape Genoa City once again. In true Young and the Restless fashion, no secret stays buried for long, and no betrayal goes unpunished. Victor's revenge against Kane is more than just a personal vendetta. It's a reminder that in Genoa City, the game is always on and Victor Newman is always the one calling the shots.